I always heard my dad say Warren Buffett's name along with Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500 ever since I was young, but I never knew what they meant. When I first heard my dad say Warren Buffett, I thought he was talking about the restaurant buffet, until I asked him, "Hey Dad, what's this buffet you're always talking about? Like, what's so great about it? Let's go eat there someday." And up until this project, I've never really looked into who Warren Buffett was. So Warren Buffett was born on August 30th, 1930 in Omaha, Nebraska. He's a middle child, and he got to know the concept of poorness from a young age since he grew up during the Great Depression. He wasn't really interested in school, but he always had a profound interest in business and in investment. He would collect bottle caps that were left on the ground to figure out which types of drinks were popular among consumers. In fact, at the age of 11, he bought his first stock from an energy company. Stock went down in value initially, but eventually went up, and he sold it for a little profit. After he sold it, it went up to $200 a share, so he learned to not sell too soon. And his sister said that his habit has always been to hold on to everything ever since. He was very driven as a child, once telling his sister that he wanted to become a millionaire when he reaches 30. But other than that, he had a pretty normal childhood. He enjoyed playing sports like baseball. Although he didn't plan on going to college and just wanted to take off with investing as a career, his dad required him to attend. He got rejected from Harvard and got into business school at the University of Columbia, and that's where he got to work with the business professor Ben Graham and learned value investing, which is the belief that if one bought value, it will eventually prove out. Warren Buffett started selling stocks at the age of 20, and his first major investment was a textile company, Berkshire Hathaway. His game plan is really simple. He buys undervalued stocks and earns profits when the businesses become profitable again. He makes decisions in the short run, but depends on the profits that will come in the long run due to compound interest. The long run, which is when variables can be altered, is where he is able to get his profits. He began acquiring the company in 1962, and by 1965 he acquired enough of the company's stocks to claim ownership of it. He reallocated capital out of the textile mill to buy other businesses and to diversify the types of businesses under his ownership. During the Great Depression, he invested and lent out money to companies that were negatively impacted. Those investments in those companies sparked major profits, which stays true to how when businesses get a hold of more money through expansionary fiscal policy, or in this case, not by the government, it helps correct recessions. As of now, Warren Buffett owns 43 major companies, as well as holds shares of many other companies ranging from food to jewelry. To name a few, he owns Fruit of the Loom, Dairy Queen, and Gecko. The picture is a great representation of how his investments and ownerships are all branched off of one another, with Berkshire Hathaway being the foundation. He firstly does a tremendous amount of research on the companies he intends to invest in, and if the marginal benefits outweigh the marginal costs, he makes the investment. Even with his major success of being one of the richest people alive, with $72 billion as his net worth, he's simply just a person with a profound interest in the subject of business. He gets breakfast at McDonald's and is usually seen with Dairy Queen ice cream or a Coke, even at the age of 86. With all his accomplishments, he plans on slowly donating 99% of his earnings to charity, for he says that keeping all that cash has no utility to me. His wife Susie played a big role in influencing him to becoming the person he is today. She was always involving herself in movements that fought for civil rights and equality for all, which influenced Buffett in a positive way, and he also became involved alongside her. She encouraged him to donate money to charity, and after her death, he took action to donate $28.5 billion to the Melinda Bill Gates Foundation, which was the largest philanthropic gift in history. After her death, he said in the documentary by Investors Archive, "It's a very strange thing, love. You can't get rid of it. If you try to give out more, you get more back. If you try to hang on to it, you lose it." He's so much more than just a businessman. He is so human, and he doesn't have the qualities of greed and corruption that's usually associated with business. and has never really respected how banks operated. He lived by the belief that you do not have to cheat to make money, and the importance of maintaining a healthy reputation. His ambition in life is to be a teacher. He has said that the world is a great movie to watch, but you don't want to sleepwalk through life. The important thing to do is to look for the job you'd take if you didn't need a job, and life is wonderful then. You jump out of bed in the morning because you're really looking forward to the day.